let's make, whereof the ewe not bites, and you, whose pastime is to make the midnight mushrooms that rejoice to hear the solemn curfew, by whose aid, weak masters though ye be, I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous winds, and twixt the green sea and the azure vault set roaring war. To the dread rattling thunder have I given fire, and rifted Jove's stout oak with his own bolt. The strong-based promontory have I made shake, and by the spurs plucked up the pine and cedar. Graves, at my command, have waked their sleepers, oped, and let them forth by my so potent art. But this rough magic I here abjure, and when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do, to work mine end upon their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book. A solemn air, and the best comforter to an unsettled fancy, cure thy brains, now useless, boiled within thy skull. There stand, for you are spell stopped. Holy Gonzalo, honorable man, mine eyes, even sociable to the show of thine, fall fellowy drops. The charm dissolves apace, and as the morning steals upon the night, melting the darkness, so their rising senses begin to chase the ignorant fumes that mantle their clearer reason. Good Gonzalo, my true preserver, and a loyal sir, to her thou followest, I'll pay thy graces home in both word and deed. Most cruelly didst thou, Alonza, use me and my daughter. Thy brother was a furtherer in the act. Thou art pinched for it now, Sebastian. Flesh and blood. You, brother mine, who entertained ambition, expelled remorse and nature, and whom, with Sebastian, whose inward pinches therefore are most strong, would here have killed your queen. I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art. Their understanding begins to swell, and the approaching tide shall shortly fill the reasonable shores that now lie foul and muddy. Not one of them that yet looks on me, or would know me. Ariel, I will discase me, and myself present as I was sometime Milan. Thou shalt ere long be free.
Merrily shall I live now on the blossom that hangs on the bough.
That's my dainty Ariel. I shall miss thee, but yet thou shalt have freedom. So, to the Queen's ship. There shalt thou find the mariners asleep under their hatches, the boatswain being awake, and force them to this place, and presently, I pray thee.
I drink the air before me in return, or your pulse twice beats.
All torment, trouble, wonder, and amazement inhabits here. Heavenly power, guide us out of this fearful country.
Behold, Queen, the wronged Duke of Milan. Prospero. For more assurance of a living prince doth speak to thee now. I embrace thy body. And to thee and all thy company I bid a hearty welcome.
Whether thou beest here, no, or some enchanted trifle set to abuse me as late I have been. I not know. Thy pulse beats as of flesh and blood, and since I saw thee last, the affliction of my mind commends, with which I fear a madness held me. Thy dukedom I resign and entreat thee, pardon me my wrongs, but how should Prospero be living and be here?
First, noble friend, let me embrace thine age, whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
Whether this be or be not, I shall not swear.
You do yet taste some subtleties of the isle, which will not let you believe things certain. Welcome, friends, all, but you, my brace of lords, were I so minded, I here can pluck her highness frown upon you, and justify you, traitors. At this time I will tell no tales. The devil speaks in him. For you, most wicked sir, whom to call brother would infect my mouth, I do forgive thy rankest fault, all of them, and require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospero, give us particulars of thy preservation. How should you have met us here, whom 3 hours since were wrecked upon this shore where I lost? Oh, how sharp the point of remembrance is. My dear son Ferdinand.
I am woe for it.
Irreparable is the loss, and patience says it is past her cure.
I rather think you've not sought her help, of whose soft graces for the like loss I have her sovereign aid, and rest myself content.
You the like loss.
As late to me and great, and supportable to make the dear loss, have I means much weaker than you may call to comfort you, for I have lost my daughter.
Oh, a daughter. Would that they were still in Milan, the king and queen there. Oh. When did you lose your daughter?
In this last service.
Oh.
I perceive these lords at this encounter do so much admire that they devour their senses, and scarce think their eyes do offices of truth, their words are natural breath. But howsoever you have been jostled from your senses, know for certain that I am Prospero, and that very duke which was thrust forth of Milan, and who most strangely upon this shore where you were racked was landed, to be lord of it. No more yet of that. 'Tis a chronicle of day by day, not a relation for a breakfast, or befitting this first meeting. Welcome, queen. This sells my court. Here have I few attendants, and subjects none abroad. I pray you, look in, my dukedom, since you've given me again, I will requite you a good thing at least. Bring forth a wonder to content ye as much as me, my dukedom.
Sweet lord, you play me false.
No, my dearest love, I would not for the world.
You would, for a score of kingdoms you would wrangle, and I would call it fair play. If this be a vision of the island, one dear son shall I lose twice.
Though the seas threaten, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause.
When all the glad tidings of a mother's love encompass thee. Arise and tell me how thou camest here. Wonder, how many goodly creatures are there here? How beauteous mankind is. Brave new world that has such people in it.
Well, 'tis new to thee.
Who is this maid with whom thou must have play? Your eldest acquaintance cannot be 3 hours. Is she the goddess that has served us and brought us together?
She is mortal, but by immortal providence, she's mine. I chose her when I could not ask my mother for her advice, nor thought I had one. She is daughter to this famous Duke of Milan, of whom so often I have heard renowned, but never saw before, of whom I received a second life and second parent.
Oh, and I hers, but how odd it will sound that I have to ask my son for forgiveness.
Oh, there, queen, stop. Let us not burden utterances with a heaviness that's gone.